Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Hard Luck Love Song, and this is a new, gritty, romantic drama with a little bit of thriller and music thrown in. A lot going on, and this is from writer-director Justin Corsbie, starring Michael Dorman, and Michael Dorman gives a really strong central performance in this film. I'm not really familiar with a whole lot of his work. I know he was in The Invisible Man that came out last year, and he plays this aspiring musician which there's a couple of moments where he does actually get to play some music, and they're pretty moving and well done scenes. And, you know, he goes around from motel to motel to bar. He is playing that pool shark life and trying to get money out of people, and you know, he winds up in a particular bar with Dermot Mulroney, and you know, he gets a whole bunch of money out of Mulroney, and Mulroney's not a big fan, and he winds up escaping, going on the run, lying low, and trying to connect back to his previous life with Carla, played by Sophia Bush, who is a former lover in his past. And this film is very much a romance, and there's a decent chunk of this film after all that setup of like him on his own. You see the loneliness, you see this kind of life that he's living, and his motivation for wanting to reconnect and have that life that he could have had. And this film's a lot about that regret and trying to reconnect with your past and making things better than they were before. And I feel like this film, through Corsbie's writing and the gritty tone that he gives the film, I feel like it does that in many ways. I really felt the connection between Dorman and Bush, our Jesse and Carla in this film. And there's some intense emotional moments. There's some wonderful, just like small romantic moments as they're reconnecting. You throw in some other things, like Brian Saka plays this officer. He's kind of fun. He pops up a couple times in the film. And, you know, this film doesn't really shock you. You kind of know where this is going. You've seen these cliches before. You know Dermot Mulroney isn't going to just lie down and just phase into the background. You know that's going to come back, and you feel that, and there's some tension. The climax of this film is very tense. You go, right before that, you go to this bar, and you have Eric Roberts, who pops up as this, like, guy named Skip, and he's, like, a country singer, and he's, like, been through all these things in his life, and he gives that perspective and helps, you know, Jesse start to realize, like, he really needs to get his stuff together. And then you have this climax of this film where I feel like it just got too messy. And that really kept me from loving this film. I felt like it got a little too overly complicated, a little too convenient of ways for them to get out of certain things. And in the end, I thought this was an above average romance. There was a grit to it. There was a rawness to it. And there's some thrills. There's some suspense along the way. You have all these different kind of like little bit of crime thriller kinds of things thrown in because, you know, he's a con artist for a decent amount of the runtime of this film, and you get this feeling that there's a strong performance from Dorman with some quality direction from Corsbie and some solid writing, and you have yourself a pretty decent film that you can pop in, enjoy, get pulled into this reigniting relationship, and get something out of it. I don't think this is like Citizen Kane, but it doesn't have to be. I think this is a fun time. And I would definitely recommend this one. But those are my thoughts on Hard Luck Love Song. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.